Hey guys, welcome back to the Mindcrack. We are at the Death Starter house to record an episode for the first time in I can't remember. And it's also going to be the last time in a darn long time. So, a few things. The E-Pranker series has just finished. Yes, it's me. If you didn't see my previous episode, it goes into detail about everything about it. I never really thought it would take this long, but man, was it hard to keep a secret for that long. And I wanted to finish it up before Minecon, because I knew that not only would BOO ask me, but probably just about everyone who talks to me is probably going to ask me about that. Are you the E-Pranker? And to be honest, I just didn't want to lie about it. I didn't want to lie about it to people in person. So we finished it up. And this is the last thing I'm recording before leaving for Minecon tomorrow. When you're seeing this, I will have left yesterday. So this is for 2 days from now. But we're back at the Death Starter house. And basically, the last week or so, I've been trying to finish up projects. Not just the E-Pranker, but all my stuff on Mindcrack. I want to kind of have a clean slate, so that when I come back from Mindcrack, I can start a new big project. So I just finished up the farm building and the map temple room and the lighting around spawn, and I finished the E-Pranker series. All my projects are done. And aside from something small like building a shop at spawn, my slate is clean, and I am free to focus on my next huge project, which is going to be the super house I've talked about periodically since we started Season 4 of Mindcrack. So if you think the lens was a super house or was big and complicated, think of the lens as being like a sketch. It's like a sketch before I make a painting kind of thing. I've been thinking about this house I'm gonna make for so long. I'm looking for my axe, but I think I left it in my little storage area by the map room. A lot of my stuff is there now because I've been working there so much. So actually, let's just make one. How many levels do I have? 27. You know, I don't have a diamond axe. Let's make one of those. I'm very low on diamonds, by the way. Haven't gone caving in a while. I've been trying to finish all this construction stuff. No. We want an axe. I'm so used to making the pickaxes. And I only have 27 levels, but let's just go ahead and dump those in this. And we may have to... Whoops. There we go. Yeah, I may have to put a torch down. I think that one. 26. Good enough. Oh! Efficiency 4 on breaking 3. Jackpot! Nice. Nice RNG. Random number generator came to my rescue. Efficiency 4 on breaking 3. Fortune 3. Excellent. Sweet. Okay, I'm going to chop down these trees while I talk. And then we're going to do a little project. Got to get these trees out of here and those trees out of here. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, Minecon. And trying to finish things up. And then when I get back, the super house. So I've actually had the idea for this super house, my next big project. I've had the idea for it, the basic kind of visual, I kind of want to say gimmick almost, like the theme or the style of the way it's built. I've had this idea for the theme or the style of it, going back a long time, all the way back to when I was Let's Playing Super Hostile Legendary. And I talked about making a house in the West Commons, the big desert area. And that house is going to be this house, although it's grown and changed and developed a lot since then. As the game has changed, as I've grown as a builder, as I've experienced new things and learned how to do different things and built houses and learned from my mistakes. So it's going to kind of be similar to the lens. It's going to be a big vertical house thing. How do I don't think I have a way up to these trees. Let's just do this. And I'll healing potion later. There we go. It's going to be a huge house, like an all-encompassing everything. It's going to have lots of farms. And I'm kind of going to break the game making it a little bit, because I would like to try making an iron golem farm and a gold farm and a mob farm. Things I've never made before, really. And the challenge for me, and the thing I find interesting, is getting all of these different things. Animal pens, storage, smelting, all the different things in Mindcrack, all the different things in Minecraft that you need and use and can do, all the different functions. I really find it interesting trying to get those all to interact and coexist in one big system, one big house. So that's what I'll be trying to do. I'm going to be making a new version of the super house that does everything. And I'll wait for that. So that brings me to why we're back here for this episode. I don't have a way back down. Maybe we'll just hang out here. Is there... Or I'll just ender pearl back. Or maybe I'll just make a little bridge. Maybe over to there? Yeah, let's make a bridge over to here. There, yeah, that'll be fine. So, there's a lot of materials that were used in the building of this house. Lots of awesome quartz, which is hard to get. Lots of hoppers, which are expensive. This is not the optimal way to design a farm with hoppers. It's very inefficient. It's done for visual reasons more than anything. And I've sort of debated two options. One, leave this house exactly as it is, kind of like for a museum piece, for people to come back and look at later. Or I could demolish the whole thing and start over and use all the materials I gather from this to sort of jumpstart my next project. I spoke at one point about these columns I wanted to build and how I had wanted to make them out of quartz, but it was way too hard to get, so I wasn't going to do that. Well, it occurs to me that I could I could bulldoze this thing and get all the quartz back, and then that might actually be feasible to make those things out of quartz with all the quartz I would get from this. And I've sort of been deliberating back and forth for, I don't know, the last month or so. And I was starting to tip in favor of demolishing it. The only thing keeping me back was I was thinking, well, some distance far down the road, and sometime in the future, there's going to be a map download of the server. And people may want to come here and look at this place. That was kind of my only reason. But then the biomes changed. It rains here. The snow, it'll be impossible to replace the snow once anything removes it. And I was never really quite 100% satisfied with the way this house turned out. Some of the things I really liked. I really liked the way that these individual farms ended up, these two in particular. I think they're really interesting and visually striking. But let's be honest. Doing something small isn't me. This isn't exactly small, but you know what I mean. It's not me. So I'm going to bulldoze this sucker. We're going to pack it up. I've added some extra chests here. We're going to pack everything up, and then next video, when I get back from Mindcrack, when I get back from Minecon, we are going to head out to the new terrain and look for some interesting new geographical feature, kind of like this, you know, the way that this is a snowy mountain canyon thing that I found interesting and thought it would be cool to build a base there. We're going to look for some kind of unique geographical feature, and we are going to build the craziest super house you have ever seen or heard of. But first, we got to demolish this sucker. So let's get going. Alright, there we go. We're done. Hey, zombie pigman. Get out. Go land on that ice. We're done. It's gone. That took, that took me a few hours, but still, to take down something that took you so long to make in such a short amount of time. But I'm kind of glad. A fresh, clean slate for when I get back from Minecon. Oh, by the way, the Minecon capes came out. Here's the new one, the one that I have now. It's green with a piston on it. I don't know how long I'll keep it because I've always found the capes. I don't know if I really like it flapping around. Maybe I'll turn it on sometimes and turn it off others. But for a little bit, I'll keep it on while it's a novelty. It's all gone. Let me see. Let's show you what I recovered. So we got about 3 stacks of pistons right there. Now here's the doozy. 2.5 stacks of hoppers. 150 approximately. That's pretty good. That's going to give me a nice head start on any kind of automation I need, along with the pistons. I got tons of redstone. Pretty good amount anyway. All the coal I'm going to need for darn near forever. I don't think I'll be using coal blocks in the new house. I don't think it's quite going to fit. So that's all the coal I'll need for the foreseeable future. And look at this. 36 stacks of quartz. And then this miscellaneous stuff. Some stairs, slabs, etc. So that's a lot. That is going to help so much. So this is it. And eventually, once we move, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. It's going to be such a pain in the butt moving this stuff. Either going to have to use powered rail minecarts or donkeys. Not sure. Haven't decided, but that will be an ordeal in itself. And once that's all done, I'll remove all of this. I'll keep the portal here as sort of a little testament to what used to be here. Actually, do I have a few signs? Yeah, there's a couple. Let's put down some signs here. And also, I'll fix this, my little ice tray. I'll restore that to its pristine condition. None of this ice is ever going to freeze again, though. So this ice tray doesn't even work. It's not going to work. None of it's ever going to freeze because the biome's changed. You can also see with the new rendering engine, you can see the water underneath the ice. It's a really weird, it looks like the game is glitched or like the textures are off or something. But I'll fix that. I'll remove the pens there. I will probably leave the ladder so anyone who comes here can go up there to look around. And I'll remove everything from my little mine there. All the chests and the door and everything. And the torches, I'll probably get rid of. I'm going to leave this here, too, as sort of just a sign of what was. So let's see. That's a little too close to the portal. So let's back it up one step. And then we can say, so let's say former site of Zistau's Death Starter House. Let's capitalize house. Like shooting. Womp rats back home. That's a reference to Star Wars. So this was the Death Starter house in Star Wars, the first one. They destroyed the Death Star, and when they were talking about how small the target was, Luke famously said, I used to hit targets that small at home. Something about, like, it was like shooting womp rat nests, or something to that effect. I think this is the exact quote. Like shooting womp rats back home. So, little Star Wars reference. Okay, so next time, once I'm back from Minecon, there'll probably be a gap for a few videos. I pre-recorded Terraria with Etho and Kerbal Space Program for the entire time I'm gone. But this is hard to pre-record because it's so time-consuming. But once I'm back, we will go explore the new terrain. And we'll also do a video with B00 and have a little discussion about what it was like being on both sides of the E-Pranker series. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you later. Take it easy. Have a good day. Bye-bye.